we're seeing parts of online media now becoming almost sewer-like in terms of their amplification of misinformation, disinformation, hatred, division, mistruths often taken and amplified time and time and time again, thousands upon thousands of time, campaigns of harassment being regularly almost accepted as something you just have to put up with in the modern world. And of course, that's not the reality. All of you operate within journalistic standards, laws of lands, various regulatory structures. Social media can't be the Wild West. Now, we have in recent weeks seen the commencement of Ireland's online safety media code, and that is the start of, I suppose, a regulatory system that has teeth. But I do join with others, including the French, in believing that we really, really have to take very seriously now things like mandatory age verification online. You have countries, you have democratic governments deciding that the digital age of consent in a country, in Ireland it's 16, I think in France it might be 15, it can vary, but the democratically elected governments of a country deciding a digital age, and the social media companies kind of saying, sure, what about you? I mean, that's not acceptable. So I think we have to allow Commissioner Mann do the good work that they're doing, and they've been very, very significantly increased in terms of staff size and budget, very significantly. They have the tools that they now require under European law, and I think they're doing a good job, by the way, in terms of putting in place that online safety code. But that needs to now be enforced. And I do think further actions are going to need to be required in relation to age verification, because I think being a parent in Ireland right now it can be quite a stressful and frightening role, because your children are being exposed now to such information, disinformation, misinformation, algorithms deciding what your child sees and when they see it and how often they see it. And like some of these phenomenons like racism, hatred, they're not new. They existed long before social media. I'm not suggesting they're caused by social media, but I'm absolutely suggesting and saying categorically without fear of doubt is that social media is amplifying it and convincing young people that wrongful niche views of hatred are somehow or other some sort of acceptable societal norm. I think we have to come at this from a number of angles, for want of a better word. Firstly, the enforcement of the existing laws. And like there's already very clear laws in Ireland in relation to assault, attack, racism. Those laws need to be enforced. I trust the Gardaí will do that job, will apply the appropriate level of attention and resource, because this is serious. Secondly, I think we have to have a legitimate question as to, are there further sanctions that are required, particularly when you're seeing attacks being carried out, and again, I don't want to cut across processes, but by really children or young teenagers. Where's our system in relation to that, and do we need to look again at some of our laws? And then thirdly, where's this hatred coming from? Like, no child is born a racist. No child is born a racist. So what's happening here? This is not who we are. And I must say, in my meeting with the Indian community, they're very clear too that this is not this is not what Ireland is. It's not. And you've heard them say it directly today. It's not the experience. The overwhelming majority of people in this country understand that we are better as a result of people from India and other countries coming here, making Ireland their home and contributing positively to society.